Hello, everybody. My name is Vanessa, and I am the National Public Health Week Fellow here at the American Public Health Association. And I want to thank you all for coming to Social Media 101. I will say this is my first seminar, so I want to thank you all for being here with me, and I'm super excited to do this presentation for you guys. So I'm going to get started with our slideshow, and then we're going to have an opportunity for questions at the end. So, I mean, you can ask questions in the chat, but also just save them for the end, and then we can answer them then. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, beautiful. And I'm going to start the presentation. Can you guys see all these screens at the top?
Yeah. No, we can see just welcome to Social Media 101.
Okay, so like I was saying, welcome to Social Media 101. This is an opportunity to give you guys tips and tricks and tools in order to get social quickly for National Public Health Week. So I'm going to assume that most of you guys obviously have a social media account, but you might not know necessarily what social media is. So social media is defined as websites and applications that allow people to create and share content or participate in social networking. There's a lot of reasons why somebody would create a social media account. That could be because they want to build their brand and be a little bit more visible to people that can't easily access their content. They might want to be able to share opinions and ideas, or they just might want to be able to network with other people that are either like-minded, work in the same field, or work in the field that they might want to work in. And then I found this really cute graphic. So obviously, as you can see, it's donuts, but these donuts are used to explain social media sites. So for example, Instagram is a very visual social media platform. So if you were trying to, explain what a donut is, you would just post a picture of a donut, put a cute filter on it, and there we have Instagram. Twitter, for example, is conversation-based. So maybe if you wanted to talk about your love for donuts or something like that, I'm eating a donut with a hashtag, and anybody who clicks on the hashtag would be able to have that conversation with you. And then Facebook is really just for updating people. So I like donuts, you might like donuts too. And that's really kind of how Facebook works. So here at the American Public Health Association, we have a variety of social media accounts. Twitter, we have a variety of those as well, but the two that I have displayed here are the National Public Health Week account, and then on the right I have the APHA at Public Health account, which is just the official account for the organization. Twitter is like a microblogging website, so it's used to reach people pretty quickly via tweets, retweets, likes, or anything like that. It's really conversation-based, so it allows people to have dialogue about whatever topics that they're talking about. You can provide links to blogs and journal articles and news items that you can also have conversations about with people who are also interested in the things that you're posting about or tweeting about, really. Instagram is a very visual platform. It's pictures, and it just provides a visual representation of a person or a business. It's really great for influencing audiences or influencing your followers. Here I have displayed American Public Health Association's Instagram page. And so just these are some of the things that have been going on. If you can look, you can see that there's a picture from the Policy Action Institute that happened earlier this month, and that's one of the keynote speakers talking. So it's really great for giving that visual representation of what people are doing in the company. And then, so LinkedIn's not really a part of like the National Public Health Week situation, but I did want to include it because LinkedIn is more of a professional platform, and you can make really great business connections. A lot of LinkedIn accounts provide job listings, and you can follow people who have the same professional, career that you kind of want to attain or want to be a part of. So that's kind of why I included it. It's like a mobile resume, so you can just see what people are doing educationally and professionally. Okay, so then we have Facebook, and Facebook is very similar to Twitter in that you do a lot of like updating people and like posting, liking, commenting, retweeting, or sharing. But the difference between the two is that Facebook is strictly updates. So it's not really meant to have a conversation, whereas with Twitter, that's kind of why you use it, to have that dialogue with people. You use the hashtags to have that dialogue and find conversations that you want. But Facebook is just, okay, I went to the mall today, and this is what I bought. And it's not really to talk too much about it, but, oh, hey, I like what you bought kind of thing. Okay, so I gave you guys a really quick rundown of social media accounts. And so now we're going to talk about who you are on social media, when do you post, and when do you engage with other people. So this is just taking that social media platform to the next level. So the way that you use your social media account will directly impact the tone or the voice that you have on social media. So if you're using your social media for a personal use, then that's you having the opportunity to give the fullest picture of yourself. You can speak on a variety of topics, what sports you're interested in, what music you like, anything like that. You also have the opportunity to be a little bit more casual and speak as yourself. Whereas if you are using your social media for work reasons, then you're kind of restricted on what you can and can't post, because you always have to make sure that you're posting or tweeting or Instagramming within the scope of your organization. You always want to make sure that you're using a work-approved social media tone. And like I said, just making sure that you have that professionalism when you're using your work Instagram or Twitter or Facebook account. So here we have two separate social media accounts from the same person. On the left-hand side, this is Lindsay's. On the left-hand side, we have her personal Twitter account, and then on the right-hand side, we have her work-related Twitter account. So as you can clearly see, there's a difference between the two. On the left-hand side, she's tweeting about her cat. On the right-hand side, she's updating the followers that she has on her Twitter account about the Social Media Lab presentation and just providing information for them. So that's kind of how you want to use those two different platforms. The first one you can be as casual as you want, but the second one you definitely want to remain work-related at all times. So another important thing to consider when using your social media account is when best to post. You always want to make sure that you're posting at least once a day. You want to remain engaged with your followers. You want to make sure that people can still see you, they're still thinking about you. And depending on the social media account that you're using, or like why you're using it, that would more so determine the time that you post. So if you're using like a work-related social media account, the best time to post would be between noon and 3 p.m. Those are like midday work hours. So
for the Eastern.
On Eastern time. Yes, on Eastern time.
But people on the Pacific Coast are also working at that point. So that's the sweet spot.
Yes. And then if you're maybe using it a little bit more personally, I would personally say that tweeting or Instagramming or anything like that on the weekends is obviously a little bit better. That's when people have downtime. They're more likely to be on their social media accounts, looking for conversations to have maybe about things that are not work-related, looking to see what people did over the weekend, what they're getting into. So kind of want to determine what post or like what kind of page you're using, and then you can decide when you want to post. And then, as you can see on the right-hand side, this is a tweet from the NCHW Twitter page. Just updating, obviously, about Social Media 101, which you can see. Oh, I hope you guys can see that at the bottom. This was tweeted at 12 p.m. So right at the beginning of that sweet spot time where people are at work, but also engaging in social media accounts. And then another important part of using social media is building your presence. So you want people to know that you're on social media, but you want them to also feel like they can interact with you. So when you have a social media account, connect with them, engage with them, follow people back, talk to them, not at them. They'll be like to be talked at. Use things like hashtags and pictures and interesting articles to show off your personality, but also, build a presence and a relationship with the people that you're engaging with. And if you also want to be seen as an expert on a topic, so in this case, when we say public health related, you want to follow pages that are public health expert pages. So that being at Public Health, at CDC.gov or Nature Alerts and anything like that. All of these pages have a blue check and are verified, so that means that you can at least trust that the information that they're tweeting about is 100% factual. So I'm going to take 2 seconds really quickly to check on the waiting room just to see if we have anybody waiting. Don't want to leave them on the outside. And from what I can see, I don't see anybody waiting. Cool. So we're going to keep going. And then continuing on building a presence. So this is just an example of how you would want to interact or engage with somebody on social media. So a page tweeted at NPHW about an event we were having for National Public Health Week in April. And obviously they're really excited about it. They wanted to know about it. So the NPHW page just tweeted back to them, amazing. Make sure to submit your event to our online calendar and then provide us a link where they can do so. So not only does this show engagement with your followers, it shows that you're mentioning and tweeting them back, but it's also providing information that they may or may not have known. And anyone else who's interested in National Public Health Week who's hosting an event can also utilize the information that you've now tweeted out for everyone to see. So building that presence with your followers is super duper important. And another super duper important part of building your presence is posting pictures and things that are a little bit more engaging. Nobody wants to see words all day long, so it's really important to post pictures as well. On the right-hand side, you see that I have the company logo here. So anywhere that anyone sees National Public Health Week, this logo, they can connect it with this social media account. So that's really good. You want people to be able to quickly and readily recognize their logo and the content that you tweet out. It's good to have this as your profile picture. You can have this as your header. You can have it in your media just as a tweet that you posted. And then on the left-hand side, we have a picture of a past event. So this was the trivia night from 2019. So let's say you want to attend this year's trivia night, but you weren't really sure what the event was like, what the turnout was like, if it was something that you wanted to attend to. So it's really great to have past pictures of past events so that people can get a feel of what your events are like and then determine if these are events that they want to attend. And then another part of building your presence is using a hashtag. Hashtags help people that are interested in a topic find your content more easily. So here I have a sample tweet, and this is just a tweet of something related to NPHW 2020. And so anyone that's interested in National Public Health Week 2020 can find this tweet, they can find this content. This is specifically about the toolkit, but anything National Public Health Week related, they can find it. So hashtags are super important. Hashtags are also searchable. I want to make that a point as well. So if you're on Twitter, you can go ahead and just search up a hashtag, and then you can find any tweet, any Instagram post, any maybe Facebook post related to that hashtag. So it's usable on a variety of social media accounts, not just Twitter. Okay, so we talked about what social media is. We talked about how to use it, how to build a presence, what your voice is. Now, how are you going to use all this information for National Public Health Week? So the main goal here is that we want to build interest and anticipation for National Public Health Week. We want people to get involved. We want people to participate in events, in the Twitter chat, everything like that. So using social media is one of the biggest ways for us to be able to reach a large audience of people very quickly. We want to reach, obviously, a wider audience of people, maybe people who wouldn't think to get involved with National Public Health Week might see a picture, they might see a hashtag, they might see a tweet, and that might pique their interest, and they might get involved. So that's another reason why we like to use social media for this, and why we want to include you all in this conversation as well. And then another reason why is to gain the support of peers and leaders in the field. We want people, like I said, to be engaged and get involved. And we really just want everyone to be a part of the conversation of public health. So these are some pages that you guys can follow that are public health related, but also National Public Health Week related. So obviously you want to follow NPHW on Twitter. All updates about anything National Public Health Week related. I'm assuming that's how you found this Social Media 101 webinar, so obviously the type of content that we put up. Any pictures, any videos, everything like that, updates on dates and times, everything like that you will find on our Twitter account. And then CDC Gov is also another good page to follow. NACCHO Alerts is also another good page to follow. These are both NPHW partners, so they will be a part of the Twitter chat that will happen in April. So really great content. And then if you're just interested in public health in general, these are really great pages to follow as well. And then we have shareables. So shareables are just graphic content that you can post. They're really appealing to the eye, really great for Instagram or Twitter, depending on what platform you'd like to use. This is the link to the shareables. And they'll be, the 2020 shareables will be available the first week of March. So right now, if you go onto the website, you'll see last week's shareables, but rest assured they will be out very soon, and they look really good. So I think that you guys are very excited to see them. And then, like I talked about before, hashtags are very important. Like I was saying, that's a really great way for people to find the content as quickly as possible. They don't have to worry about going through a lot of tweets to find the things that they want to see. So what I have here is a sample tweet for Social Media 101, and it says, join us live, or join us February 28th for a live webinar to help you plan and promote National Public Health Week on social media. And then I've included the hashtag. So anybody that's looking through the NPHW hashtag can find information like this. And then on the right-hand side, here is just a tweet from last year's National Public Health Week chat. I didn't have to go to CDC's webpage to find this specifically, because honestly, that would have taken me a very long time because this is a year old. But I just looked through the NPHW chat hashtag, and I was able to find this tweet. So another great reason why tweets are, or hashtags are really useful, is that you can find old content, hoping that no one deleted their tweet, but you can find old content that you might want to look back on and maybe retweet, maybe you liked it or something like that. And then register for the Twitter chat. So one of the biggest ways that you can get involved and use all of this information that I've given you today is to register for the Twitter chat. Twitter chats are a great way to express your opinion on a topic. The questions will be available in advance for you guys, so you can plan ahead. And with that being said, you're going to have the opportunity to, questions will actually be available this coming, or this, I wanted to say something funny, but I missed it. So, so the questions will be available March 6th. So lucky for you guys, you'll have them about a month in advance. You'll have the opportunity to plan your answers, do research if you'd like to do research, and really get ready for the conversation. And this is really great because many public health leaders will be seeing your messages. So if you want to impress, if you want to have a conversation, if you want to interact, build followers, network, anything like that, getting ready in advance and also registering for the Twitter chat is very important. And then with that being said, here are the details. So the Twitter chat will be Wednesday, April 8th at 2 p.m. If you put in the link at the bottom, the bit.ly, so bit.ly/NPHW chat 2020, that will bring up the RSVP, and you just RSVP and then get ready for the Twitter chat.
That's 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, 2 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, everyone. So that is my slide. So does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I have a question from the chat.
Oh, beautiful.
Is it okay if my picture on Twitter is an egg? Maybe this person doesn't want to post a photo of themselves online. What should they do?
So you want to have a profile picture up because people typically assume or connect profiles with eggs as bots, so not as a real person. So maybe you don't want to post a picture of your face. You can post a picture of an interest that you have. If you're interested in dogs, your profile picture can be your dog or a dog, doesn't have to be yours. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure that your picture is something that people can connect with. You don't want it to just be an egg. And then that kind of makes your Twitter page a little bit more personal. So definitely want to do that.
if folks have questions, you can also go ahead and unmute yourself and ask them now over the phone or computer audio. That is fine, or you can take them in the chat. We'll give people a minute to start thinking about their questions. Okay, we've got a question from the chat sent privately to me, which is, will there be sample posts that people can use?
Yeah, so there will be sample posts. The sample posts will be up next week. Yeah, so they will be available. Be on the lookout. We'll put out a tweet on our Twitter page about when they're available, the link to the sample posts. So rest assured, they will be here very soon. Wow, guys, so many questions coming in.
I know. All these private from the chat.
Okay.
We're handing Vanessa the next one.
The next question is, how can I share my organization's event during National Public Health Week? So I'm actually very glad that you said that, and I'm going to go back to a slide where I talked about that really quickly. Okay, so the way to share your organization's event would be to post them on our online calendar. Actually, you know what I can do? I can show you how to do that.
Yay!
Give me a moment to escape this. So what you're going to do is, I'm on the nphw.org website, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different tabs. You're going to go all the way to events, and then you're going to go down, and you're going to see submit an event. So you hit submit an event, and then you put in all the details, the title, the start time, location, registration URL if there may be, contact information, and then I would hope that you're not a robot, so you're going to be able to hit I'm not a robot, and then it's just going to ask you like reCAPTCHA things, so you know, to click on whatever they're asking you to look at. One moment while I admit people that are in the waiting room. Okay. So that's what's going to happen. And then once you submit your event, if I hit events right here, these are all the events that are currently already loaded up. So you can see there's a variety of them, and then you can see the map, and you can see where they're taking place. So definitely make sure that you hit that link and you submit your event so that we can see what you're doing, and people that are around you can see what's going on.
All right, we've got more questions from the chat.
Wow, you guys are,
I know.
Thank you so much for the questions. I'm really excited. Okay, so the next question is, my agency would like to hand out NPHW flags. Does APHA have this? Yes, we actually do have flags, so you would just have to request this from, you would have to send an email to nphw@apha.org. So we have stickers and pens and little things like that that you can hand out during National Public Health Week.
Just send the request early so that we can get it shipped to you in time.
Yeah, you don't want to send it too late. I would honestly suggest that you probably send it right now. If you know that you're having an event, there's no real reason to wait, and then we can kind of get that out to you a little bit quicker. Yeah. Next question is, where did you get the picture you used of social media endemic? So I actually just Google searched it. There is a link at the bottom. If you want me to, I can bring it back up. I did put the source though. And then if you really want it and for whatever reason you can't find it, if you want to just send me an email, I can just send you the picture. But all I did was Google search social media. What is social media? That was all that I Google searched. And I just went through the images and I found it. But if you personally want that, I can say my email and you can get that if that's what you want. So just send a message to Lindsay and then we can give you that information if you really want that picture. Okay, so does anyone have any more questions or anything like that? Give you guys some time to maybe think if I spoke too quickly. If there's anything that you want me to go over again, I'm more than happy to do so.
And you can feel free to unmute yourself as well so that you could ask a question out loud for the team.
Yeah, you might have a question and somebody might be too nervous to ask the same question. So, you know, like the classroom, just go ahead and get your questions out.
Seems like it's pretty quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should just wrap it up.
Yeah, so I'm so grateful to have had all of you come out and just be in this space with me. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, this was my first webinar ever. And I was a little bit nervous, but you guys made this opportunity and this experience super duper easy. So I can't wait to see you guys at Social Media 201, and that will be in March. And we will have all of the information about that tweeted out for you guys. It will be on the events page that I just showed you, so make sure that you follow that and you stay updated with all the events that we have going on. I can actually show you right now. Sometimes when I'm talking, I realize that I can just, you know, do things.
Except that that link is still wrong.
Yes.
It's YouTube, but it'll be different.
The link is not correct, but as you can see, it will be March 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern. I have to get used to that, guys. But 2 p.m. Eastern. So, like I said, I do want to thank you all so much for attending Social Media 101. Hopefully, the information that I had was helpful for you guys. Hopefully, the presentation was helpful for you guys. And I believe that this recording will be posted so that you guys will be able to review it if need be before National Public Health Week in April. So, again, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a good one.
Thank you.